any, we're gonna do fast form.
Fast form is good for me.
I know, but technically it's not your class.
I know.
So,
I know.
and any of the orange sashes, like to put in a vote for, otherwise we'll continue working on slowish fast form.
Yep. That would be.
Whatever's good. It's all good. It's all
Yes,
good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, have you caught the classes before where we were dabbling in fast form a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, so this is also gonna help, ironically, with continuous without interruption, because you don't stop in fast form. So, we do it to remind ourselves where we're weak in our sequence. We do it to declutter our form, to find out where we're putting extra stuff in that we don't have time to do when we are moving at speed. We're trying to be fun. We're trying not to stop. So yeah, let's do the whole first section at a slightly sped up, not particularly fast pace.
We're gonna follow your pace.
Perfect.
Okay.
And if I go too fast, sorry. We're head instructor Fig and senior head instructor Fig and I have this habit of like, this feels good, and you don't realize, but you've ramped up and you turn around and everyone's like, when have you done it? So I'm trying not to do that. All right. And relax. Here we go. That's the other thing. Helps reduce tension in your form. You can't be tight and move swiftly. Good.
I think you sped up.
Did I speed up? Sorry. Feedback, questions, comments, suggestions, experiences,
I was right with you for a while, then all of a
and
sudden.
then you
And
weren't.
then-
You
It's a
said it
good
was right with,
exercise.
now you sure, did you miss that I turned that into one move? Is that where you got
Might
mine?
have.
So, because remember, there's a couple places where the way we teach this in beginner, the moves will get internalized as you get into the intermediate advanced sections. And the two moves that happens in the first section are white strike with shoulder and white crane. In fact, in the intermediate classes, a lot of times we won't even say strike with shoulder, we'll just say white crane. So we'll be here and we'll say white crane spreads wings. So we teach it a little differently. And then the second one is the hidden hand punch, where we don't make this big production out of this, which is super important to learn it, but in execution it's not, it's more. So those are the two places where if you try to put those things in your fast form, you will look, why is everyone 2 moves ahead of me? So I was one of those people. I'm like, where did, oh, you did that, okay. Try it again.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
And begin. I will try not to speed up.
kept up that
You there?
time. I made strike the
Almost.
shoulder and weight train one movement.
Yeah.
Almost, getting there.
It's actually easier to do it.
It
that
is,
way.
it's much easier to do.
What, oh, to not stop between the moves?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
More fluid.
It is, and that's, he said it's more fluid, and so you'll hear me say many times, practice your form as slow as you can without it breaking, and then practice it as quickly as you can without breaking. It's not a race in either direction. The slowest ever, well, slow provided you can keep your head suspended, your chest concave, continuous without an interruption, your substantial and substantial, like you, because there's a limit to that, because you can be super slow, and you are all muscle, and it is terrible. It feels awful. It's not what Tai Chi is about. Same thing with fast. You can go so fast that it's broken. You know, it's not connected. The moves are incorrect. You're not moving from your center. So we say there's a continuum. Go as slow as you can for your ability and your experience without having your Tai Chi break, and go as quickly as you can with your experience and abilities without your Tai Chi breaking. And that those limits are going to expand as your experience expands. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. One more time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Same pace, or you want to try a little quicker? Just
Quicker,
You can take it up.
okay.
Take it up.
Let's go.
pick it up a notch.
And begin. Good.
It fell apart, but I got back in line.
It's all right. It's great.
When you
So,
start thinking about, okay, the next step is this, then that's when I lost it.
Yes. So she said that if you start thinking about what comes next, the whole thing falls apart, and that's totally true. So that's that sequence part we were talking about. So if you find that happens, that's probably an opportunity to go, when you slow it down, like, okay, make sure I know what comes next. So it's good information, and hopefully it's fun. Like it's.
It is.
It
I've
feels
never
good.
tried to do it that fast. It was less fun than it's going to be.
He said, the first time going that fast, it's less fun than it's going to be, and that's absolutely true. Stressful, don't like it, but you just roll with it, and it gets more, and just relax, go with it, and have fun with it, and hopefully it's another tool for your home practice that gives you some variety. So, because I know, obviously, in the old days, you just worked on one move, not even the whole section, one move until it was mastered, and then they gave you the next move, so we are not wired that way, so I do better by having an assortment of things I can practice, and hopefully this gives you another thing that you can practice. So variety is important. So with that, let's bow our master's path.
Bow to head instructor.
Bow to intermediate and beginner level students and students at home. Master's path training is dismissed. Good job, everybody.